Hello Rangers and survivors of the apocalypse, welcome back to Wasteland 3 and playing hardball. Welcome back to Giant Mountain and our new friends, Carbuncle and Benign. Well, and they are kind of, well, they both have this effect that we don't want to have, but we'll see. And there's a level 10 toaster here, so we should not forget about it. So we made our way. Oh, that's cool. So while outsiders may find the radiation of the Holy Detonation debilitating, the cultists, well, you need to read the rest for yourself. There. Oh, it's the altar, and that's the holy bomb. That looks like the fat man.
Something's wrong. Why are the doors closed?
I hear fighting in the camp. We've got to get in there.
Or was it the fat boy? I'm not sure. There's a lectern over here. Are we feeling comfortable under this bomb? I'm not entirely certain. The holy book on top of this lectern is entitled The Collected Teaching of Enrico Fermi. Well. Let's stay clear of that. Did we just get something? No. Cyclops. More of these crystal shards. And 5 energy cells. Those are especially welcome. Well then, let's talk with the guys. Benign, what say you?
Something's wrong. Why are the doors closed?
No idea, but there are equations and stuff on the floor. Well, X and Cyclops will surely be able to decipher that. So what do you say, Theory?
I can hear fighting. Oh dear.
And Carbuncle?
I hear fighting in the camp. We've got to get in there.
Well, it's just pick lock 6, right? So let's go here, everybody. Form up. But maybe we should also check out the other doors. Oh, wow. That looks... Oh.
Heretics! Degenerates! We cast you out! Leave this sacred place, or face the wrath of the angel! Blast! Carbuncle and the others have broken through, and they've brought reinforcements! Run!
Angel Iridium.
No! Not that way!
About deuterium. Deuterium is actually the fuel for fusion. For thermonuclear fusion. So we are walking in like, you know, like the Rangers, right? Hello there. The Bison is taking its time. What's going on? There.
Well done, Rangers.
Thanks again for saving us, Rangers.
Proteus. Polyp. Well, now that is a lady, right? That was once a lady, or several. Well, what should we say, right? That's just amazing. And well, she's wearing stuff. If only we knew what all this means, but well. Well, that was an easy fight, right? Easy victory here. Mitosis, goiter. Well then. So, can we actually go in there? Can we still go in there? Yes. Oh no, okay. Lockpicking. Well, I guess now they ran around. Yeah. Let's go here. Oh yeah, here and there. There's the Holy Detonation here, huh? Well then, so let's start talking with people. So, Carbuncle.
Rangers, we're inside at last. And it seems not a moment too soon.
Yeah. Thanks for getting us in here before Abbot Deuterium and the Nucleus massacred everyone. And I'm sure the Proteus and Sister Polyp over there are gonna want to thank you for it.
Is the Proteus that mass over there?
That's them, yeah. Our blessed leader. Aren't they awesome? They'll definitely want to talk to you.
Excellent. And that would also be a perfect time to ask them about our, objectives. Wouldn't it, Rangers?
Go on, then.
Sure. Well. So. And this one, benign.
Thanks for getting us inside, friends, and for chasing off Deuterium and the Nucleists.
Yeah, you're very welcome. That's what the Rangers do.
You really saved our butts.
Yeah, don't mention it. But by the way, we never got to talk a bit. Who are you exactly?
Like I said outside, I'm Sister Benign. And I probably won't be able to answer many questions for you. I'm just an initiate.
Ah. An initiate? So you've only been with the Primordialists a short time?
A year or so, I think. You lose track of time here in the mountain. I've been wandering since I left Denver. And they took me in.
Ah, okay. Denver, wait, you look familiar. Have we met?
Can't say as we have. Maybe you're thinking of my son, Bill. He's with the Gippers. Folks say he resembles me.
Oh, okay. Well... Yeah, actually, that Bill... Oh, yeah, we convinced him to leave Denver to go look for you.
Oh, no, no! I left him in Denver to keep him safe. That sweet boy wouldn't last a minute out here in the Wasteland.
Oh, well, no, we are sure he's fine,
I was
right?
planning to go back for him, to bring him into the holy light of the glow, and now... Oh, he's dead for certain. You fools!
No, come on, you can't know that.
Oh, Bill, my poor boy!
Oh, well...
Friends, saviors, over here.
Well, yeah. Then... Yeah, okay. Did anybody understand that?
Ugh. Is it trying to talk? Do not be alarmed. The blessed radiation has devolved our beloved Proteus's speech beyond the ability of the uninitiated to understand. But I can translate. I am Sister Polyp, speaker for the Proteus.
Anybody understood anything?
Sorry, Proteus. That is, I'm speaker until the true speaker, Father Bezor, returns to us. If he does. The Proteus thanks you for your timely intervention. Your arrival has spared us all much unnecessary violence. What would you ask of them?
Well, okay, Proteus, who or what are you? And is she really understanding this? By the way, is that a nuke on the head?
The Proteus says they are the devolved protoplasm of many primordialists, coalesced into a single unified mass. They are them. They are also the salvation of humanity and the end of all conflict. As when all of us are one, there will be no other left to hate.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea if we all combine into one being. But well. By the way, to speak of role-playing for a second, in Atom RPG there is also a legend that there is a huge entity that is combined of a number of humans and animals that is roaming the wastes, the Kirkish, I think it was the name. The episode is coming up soon, or it has already aired. Right now I'm not entirely certain, but it will be experienceable. Well, so, and then back to the polyp. So, is this an act? Are we really just talking to you?
Not at all. The Proteus is a fully conscious being, and wiser than all the rest of us combined. What would you like to ask?
Well, for starters, how did you come to be?
The Proteus says they were created when the Holy Detonation shined its divine light upon its faithful servants. And with each follower who devolves and joins them, they grow larger and wiser and more complete. For that, they are grateful to the Holy Detonation, which is the beginning of us and the ending of us. The Alpha and the Omega, forever and ever. Amen.
And what is the Holy Detonation?
The Proteus says that all you must do is look behind them. Our god, the Holy Detonation, resides within its blessed chamber, bathing us in the light of creation and evolution.
It's like a miniature sun.
It unfolds us in the warm embrace of its glow, which brings oneness, peace, and the salvation of the whole cursed world.
You know, your Holy Detonation is just a pre-war science experiment, right? I mean, I hope we are not, and we don't want to insult your religion or anything, but that there looks like a fusion experiment or something. But this way we'll also find out if they are aggressive or not.
The Proteus says all gods have to start somewhere, and most were just men. The Holy Detonation was born as a star is born, and what man can say that?
That's a good point, actually. So the whole point of your religion is to let the Holy Detonation dissolve you all into one big mass? That sounded a bit less pleasant.
The Proteus says when all are one, no one will be lonely. And what could be more joyous than that?
Well, I mean, it sounds a bit like the AI, the robot commune, right? But maybe not everybody wants to be part of such an entity. Well, and who's this Father Bezoar you mentioned? Where has he gone?
Father Bezor was, the true speaker for the Proteus, and their second in command. He both interpreted and carried out the Proteus's wishes. I am only his stand-in. The Proteus believes the nucleists have captured him and are holding him in a cell in the lower levels. They fear they are performing experiments on him. Others among us fear he is already dead.
Well, that would be pretty tragic, right? That sounded more unpleasant.
I'm sorry, Proteus, but it is a possibility we have to consider.
So, The nucleus have been performing experiments on Father Bezoar, you say. What kind of experiments? Something bad,
The Proteus says Abbot Deuterium is obsessed with manipulating the process of mutation. They fear Bezor will be mutated in ways he does not wish.
Well, but I mean, like, being mutated in ways we wish, I think that would actually be a good thing, right? Like having a third eye in the back of your head or an additional elbow, right?
The Proteus says they pray for his safe return. But let us get back to the matter at hand.
Well, okay then. So what was all that about when we came in? Who were those people and where did they run to?
They were nucleists, like the ones you fought outside. Deuterium, their leader, wanted to kill the Proteus. Thanks to you, they fled instead. But you've only postponed the inevitable. They will try again. You see, to ensure its safety, entering the chamber of the Holy Detonation requires 2 codes. The Proteus holds one, Deuterium the other. Thus, in the weeks since the nucleist split from us, neither side has been able to worship in its presence. We have tried to convince Deuterium to rejoin us so we may all worship together, but he has refused. Instead, he wants to take the Proteus's code so only nucleists may worship. This is intolerable.
Well, sounds like that time, way before the nuclear war, when, well, in Jerusalem, certain people didn't want other certain people to worship there on their holy sites, and then, you know, crusades broke loose and stuff. But we don't know much about that because we are Wastelanders and we don't have all the facts. Well, where does the Proteus keep their code? Do they have pockets?
It is tattooed on one of their inner members, meaning Deuterium would have to kill them to get it. And if we want Deuterium's code, well, that would be difficult, as he's locked himself in the power storage facility. Not only is there no getting down there, the facility is where the nucleists perform their rituals, passing the holy energy of the batteries through their bodies. They would be at their most powerful there.
That is not promising.
But we must get in, for if we can't extricate Deuterium and get the code, we may never worship before the Holy Detonation again. A calamity.
Yeah, a calamity indeed.
Leverage. For us.
Good point, Marshal Kwon.
Very true, Proteus. The Proteus says there may be one way to reach him. Deuterium's girlfriend, the Angel Iridium, was so frightened by your entry, she ran the wrong way. She could be a bargaining chip, a dangerous one.
Okay, well, then we are going for her first.
She is hiding in the cooling chamber over there. But in her distress, she is emitting deadly levels of radiation.
Oh, that's not
It would
good.
be impossible to get near her, even for those such as ourselves who thrive on the glow.
Oh. And what caused the rift between you and the... well, actually, I'd like to know more about this radiation first, but yeah. What caused the rift between you and the nucleists?
The Proteus says the nucleists believe we're degenerates, unworthy of the Holy Detonation, even though we've served it faithfully for years. They want its power only for themselves. They shall not have it.
Yeah, it's selfish, right? Why not share it? Well, and what is the difference in the beliefs of the primordialists and the nucleists? Proteus always gives relatively short answers,
The
right?
difference is that we want to share the Holy Detonation with everyone, while Deuterium and his nucleists want to keep it only for the worthy. In other words, themselves.
Well, we like sharing also better than, you know, limiting stuff.
But we are starting to believe they no longer wish to abandon themselves to unity. They are afraid to give up their individuality and become one with the Proteus. They want to be angels instead. Gods when we already have a god.
But a more individual solution, right?
The Proteus says they need to give up their prideful ways and return to the true path of devolution, dissolution, and oneness.
Well, I think that you guys should also think a bit about the individuality there. Like, personal choices, right? But well, who's Abbot Deuterium again?
Deuterium was the speaker for the Proteus before he left the true path and refused to become one with the rest of us. Now he leads the nucleists and speaks for Iridium.
Okay. And what do you mean by speaker for the Proteus and speaker for Iridium?
The truly blessed become hard for the uninitiated to understand, so someone with holy insight must translate for them. Thank you, Proteus. I live only to serve you.
Mm-hmm. And who's the angel Iridium? And does she have, you know, like, similar textures?
The nucleists call her an ascended, a radiation angel. But she is only a human who has mutated to store and release radiation. I suppose one could call her the nucleist's version of the Proteus, but of course, without the Proteus's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly,
Okay.
Abbot Deuterium is completely in love with her.
Well, love is never wrong, right? But can also be very destructive. So Abbot Deuterium is in love with Iridium.
Indeed, and not in the way we love the Proteus or the Great Glow. His is a romantic love. He wants to become a radiation angel too, so he can be with her.
Well, is that bad? Ah, well, then they won't be one with the Proteus, huh?
Very true, Proteus. The Proteus says Deuterium would have to be an angel to be with her. Otherwise her embrace would burn him up like old paper.
Yeah, well... Is it likely that Deuterium will change into Radiation Angel? I mean, all these mutations, they should be rather unforeseeable and coincidental, right? And improbable.
Only the Great Glow knows when or if a person will become blessed, or what form they'll take. We primordialists are all changed, but we are not angels. Instead, we're on our way to becoming like the Proteus. Deuterium and his nucleists think we're ugly because of that. They think the only acceptable transformation is to become a radiation angel.
Mm-hmm.
It would be just as if, when he changed, Deuterium became like us. It would destroy him.
Okay, have you ever heard of ghouls? Like, radiation-touched ghouls? No? Well, do you think you're ugly? Like, well, and here? That has been a foot once, huh?
Not in the least. We are beautiful because we are blessed. Every lump is a gift, every growth a badge of belonging. Proof that we are flowing down the great river of mutation to oneness and enlightenment. We are more than beautiful. We are magnificent.
Well, love yourself first, right? So, if we help you get access to your Holy Detonation, would you be willing to share its power with Colorado Springs?
The Proteus says the Holy Detonation is a gift to all mankind. If you can convince Deuterium to return and help us open its chamber, or find some other way of getting his code, they will happily share its power with the whole world.
I think that's very noble and nice. So, and also speaks very much for them, actually, no matter their form. So, and when you say find some other way of getting to Deuterium's code, what are you suggesting?
Despite everything, the Proteus does not wish Deuterium harm. That said, we cannot tolerate anyone standing in the way of our ability to worship in the Holy Chamber. Do what you can, but if that fails, do what you must.
Okay, we understand. We understand.
The Proteus suggests you use the angel Iridium as leverage to reach Deuterium. Deuterium would do anything to get his beloved back, even open the door that protects him. If you have her, he will be forced to negotiate, and she awaits you not 20 yards from us in the cooling pools. Though, as we said earlier, she is at the moment dangerously radioactive.
Yeah. Can we do anything about the radioactivity? Dangerously radioactive, and you want us to kidnap her? Well, she may be within easy reach, but you said she was too hot to touch. Any tips for containing her? You don't want to be impolite here, right?
The Proteus says you should speak to Brother Goiter, our best engineer, about this. Hopefully, he'll have some idea how to transport Iridium safely.
Okay, that's more like it. That sounds like
When
it.
you can,
What we want.
bring her to the power storage facility elevator and use its intercom to tell Deuterium you have her. Be sure to open it for her. When he does, you will ride down with her, and then deal with him.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
The Proteus says good luck.
Alright. Alright, that sounds good and looks good. So we do have a quest, and it sounds like that is also something the rangers can do, right? So here. And just by the way, guys, to recall what's happening. So the 100 families, they'd rather that we shut down the source of power, while Theokuri thinks that this is actually a good solution, and I personally, I think there's no reason to be afraid of this. But of course the radiation needs to be contained. But after all, I mean, I think this is just a fusion experiment or something, yeah? I wonder where they get the deuterium or whatever they use as fuel for this. But this is actually like the best energy source in comparison to oil and coal and whatever. Because this should be sustainable, right? So, alright, let's talk to the others over there. Mitosis. Did they say goiter? But here, Mitosis, who are you?
Friends. I'm Sister Mitosis. I'm sorry you've come at such a difficult time for our congregation, but we're happy you're here.
Oh yeah, that's nice. We're happy to be here too.
At least, we're trying to be.
Oh, what's wrong? You're crying. Is there anything we can do for you?
My friend Pitchblende joined the Nucleus a while ago. I haven't heard from him since, and now that we in the Nucleus are fighting, I'm not sure I ever will again.
Oh.
If you see him, maybe you could convince him to come back to us?
Yeah, sure.
You'll know him by the friendship bracelet on his wrist. It's the twin of mine. We found them in the ruins when we were kids, and we've worn them ever since.
Oh, that's so sweet. Can we borrow your bracelet to help identify him?
I don't know. This bracelet is all I have left. It means the world to me.
Okay. Well, is it more important than getting back your best friend? This might help convince him.
Oh, yes. I hadn't thought of it like that. Here, take it. I will pray for your success.
Okay, so that's good. And what do you do here in the camp?
Pray, mostly. Or as the Proteus commands. We all pitch in to keep the place going. Foraging, cooking, cleaning, preparing the holy water.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, then go with the glow, sister.
Oh, thank you. Go with the glow, friends.
Okay, then, so this, oh, and there is something, a flesh tumor. That doesn't look so promising, but well. We don't even want to say, well, can we have one ourselves, right? That Goiter,
Hey there,
who
Rangers.
are you?
Welcome. Folks around here call me Goiter. If you're looking for salvage tech, you've come to the right place.
Aha. The Proteus asked us to capture Iridium and bring her to Deuterium. They said you might know some way to contain her. Any ideas?
Contain Iridium? Whew, that's a tall order. She's already hot in her normal state, but when she fled into that cooling room, she was practically shooting out solar flares. Huh. Now that I think of it, she probably went in there because she was so hot.
Well, that would actually be rather responsible of her, right? So she's not a bad person.
See, they might look serene, but it hurts to be a radiation angel. They need to offload built-up energy or they'll die, but they can't do it around us or we'll die.
Interesting.
That's what the pool is for. The angels soak in it, and the water safely leaches their energy. In fact, before us and the nucleus split, I was working on a device in there to siphon that energy and... Wait a minute. An idea's coming to me.
Yeah, good. What is it?
Okay, got it. We're gonna turn my siphon into a containment device. To do that, we'll need 3 things. First, there's a particle accelerator on the lab level that has a voltage regulator tough enough to handle her fluctuations. Rip that out.
Okay.
Second, I'm pretty sure I saw a scatter ray emitter in the shipping room near the loading docks that we can use to distribute our shielding material in a bubble around her.
Okay.
And third, the shield itself. The nucleus are using the old brig to hold unwilling subjects for their experiments. They've been using a force field projector to keep irradiated captives contained. We'll need the crystal out of that.
Okay.
Bring all that stuff back to me, and I'll whip you up something that'll hold Iridium long enough to get her through the camp and down the elevator to Deuterium. Though, not much longer than that.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. You won't be able to get any of those things without the access code for the elevators in the entrance lobby. Here it is. ADM 1N1337.
Okay. Alright. And then some more general stuff. Where do you get your tech from?
Mostly it's salvaged from down in the lab area. I repair what I can and repurpose the rest.
Interesting.
There was this one time I converted a handheld cyclotron into a hairdryer. Straight your short and curlies in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, sounds impressive. Alright, and then let's have a look what you've got for sale.
Wait a second, before we get to that, I think I heard Sister Polyp telling you how Father Bezor's gone missing. But I bet she didn't ask you to save him, did she?
Well, she said she thought he was dead.
She wishes he was. See, if he doesn't come back, then she's the speaker permanently. Stops being Sister Polyp and becomes Mother Polyp. And she'd like that just fine.
Or corruption.
That's not right.
Nope, Lucia, it isn't.
The rest of us wouldn't be happy about that. She's a devout primordialist, ain't no denying that, but even her biggest supporters wouldn't call her exactly warm and friendly. More cold and tough.
Okay.
And, I don't know, what with deuterium and the nucleus acting up, maybe we need that. But we love Father Bezor. At least most of us do. And we want him back, so...
Well, of course, we are good. We will check that out, and if we can find and rescue him, we will surely do that.
If you find he's still alive down there in the security level, I hope you'll consider bringing him home. We'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Of course we'll
Now,
do that.
What did you want to buy?
Yeah, let's have a look. Got more of this radiation detection, but that's everything. Carbon fiber. It feels like this stuff is important, but otherwise he's only got robot stuff. Well, okay then. So let's leave that until we actually know what it's about. So this is Mitosis bracelet. This piece of jewelry is one of a matching set. Possessed by Mitosis and Pitchblende, her best friend. And resistance to holy radiation plus 50%. Ah, and that is something that we were looking for, right? I had hoped actually that we could maybe get a suit or something, a protective suit or something. Let's talk to the flesh tumor. Slosh and... Okay, so alright. Well, so that's quite interesting there. So we found out stubborn tumor crate. What? I just have to check that one. But yeah, so this is where we can end this episode. A heaping pile of tumors has enveloped this crate. Scaly callouses and crusty scarring make it nigh and vulnerable to weaponry. Okay. Yeah, I think then that we can do there right now. But this is where we can end this episode. The sick rig. Yeah, we are talking... Ah, there. With these guys. Melanoma. Oh my goodness. Cancerous stuff, huh? That's sick rig. Well, we'll check this one out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the Cheyenne Mountain area. We have made contact with the Proteus and Polyp and the Primordialists, who all want to become one gooish entity. And well, we will surely others. Also, a doctor, finally. Bubo, and he's got some reddish thing. Yeah, well. And we'll surely find out what we can do, what else we can do. But that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked it. I really like this, the weirdness here. That is surely cool. Let's see how things develop. Yeah, and if you have any questions or thoughts you wish to share with the community and me, please do so in the comment section. You know you're always welcome. And look, there's a beautiful subscription button that you could press right now, so you never ever miss an episode again. And a shiny beautiful like button, and if you press that one or both of them, you shall receive great luck. See you next time. Bye bye.